Of course, she's going to be forced to use these powers again, which means consequences take with this story. I believe this transformation could cost Anne her arm. All things Amphibia during our Season 3 coverage, then please subscribe to the Roundtable with notifications on. Physical exhaustion. Tapping into these Calamity powers demands a lot from Anne even as she withdraws the form. Heck, looking at the new normal, she didn't even completely Silver Frobo and knocking the robot into next week. Though I would imagine the short, which, although played as a joke, is the exact type of dialogue to have long-term replace when using these powers, but instead has been in an emotional distress activate within Anne when those she loves are in peril, those she respond to her needs. And in this state, her behavior is far that she wasn't even able to think straight in true colors, just repeating that plays during the birth of Super Anne in true colors. Series creator Matt's transformation was never one of triumph, but one of grief. The pursues also got me thinking about potential inspirations for this transformation. I definitely see influencing the creative process of Super Anne and her storyline. Given Matt collect all 7 emeralds and have a good time Supersonic that both the video game fans are familiar with, and just listen to the description for him on the Sonic Wiki, you'll quickly pick up on exposure to chaos energy. Sonic frequently had to battle to keep his alter ego in check, Sonic's own friends. Supersonic was created when Sonic absorbed a dose of evil energy, immense destructive powers, hyper-aggression, and lack of restraint calculated Anne could have been using her Calamity powers.
I'm more likely a stress and
Particular source. But there is one other franchise that I think could give us a huge clue. Super Anne's appearance is of course very reminiscent of Super Saiyan Blue, one of the more far. Before Super Saiyan became a basic technique, many characters of Saiyan blood in response to his best friend being murdered before his very eyes, fueling Goku to avenge his friend at all cost. You know, just like what happened with Anne. Goku's no that I think Amphibia could really lean into. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, witnessing the death of his friend at the hands of Cell, Gohan, Goku's son, became a tense, nobody section of the story. As with this newfound power, Gohan, as he lost his dad, inadvertently made Cell stronger, is exactly the kind of thing I can see happening to Anne once she gains better control over their way on her own. Maybe she'll begin to act a little bit like a certain blondie she
talking about. All I have to do is protect you guys and keep you a secret. Oh, and by the way,
when she succumbs to these powers, one slip up could cost her everything. Question. Why is it like this? Why are these powers innately toxic? Calamity is in the name, people! The power of these stones, the same drove a wedge between Andreas' trio all of those years ago. Now, Rings serves as one of Amphibia's influences. And I feel like the trio, which more than likely already parallels the girls, had their own temptations with evil. Our heroes may be better off pulling a Thanos and destroying the box along the ends. There's a frog on the box for a reason. And we see that Anne's play is a typical trope. I do believe the toll is magnified because of hanging out the emergency Durian. These powers are destroying Anne! The episode Maddie and Marcy, and I'm confident that's going to pop back up before the endgame. No doubt about that, but it may be in the wrong place. I believe the physical about both of them that's been flowing through her for such a long time. We're spitballing. The obstacles Anne faced with these powers could also be the result simultaneously to maintain control, growing stronger, and preventing the point while Anne is still on Earth, before her return to Amphibia. And to try to shift gears from trying to kill Anne to getting her to surrender with some characters kick the bucket. Hop hop. Should that happen, Anne's already had her moment of arm shutting down at the end of the new normal, and hers, like Deku and Shigaraki from My Hero Academia. But yes, if Anne almost lost her arm in toe tacks, and there is a doodle of a severed arm loses an arm, Sasha loses an eye, and Marcy loses a leg. Marcy, why are you throwing tomatoes? But as always, these are just my thoughts, and I bet you think Amphibia could have drawn inspiration from. Now, don't get me wrong, this is nevertheless, drop your comments down below, and you can keep the conversation going at Ron Arc, and they have commissions open for Halloween icons. You can find them on Twitter. Have an awesome day. See ya!